watching To The Point. I'm Preeti Chaudhary, and once again, 9 days away. That's it from the first phase of polling where Lok Sabha elections 2024 is concerned. And finally, it does seem that the Maha Vikas Aghadi in Maharashtra has got its act together where seat sharing is concerned. After a fair bit of arm twisting, it does also seem that Uddhav Thackeray and his faction of the Shiv Sena will fight the Sangli seat. Right now, the breakup stands at 21 for Uddhav Sena, 17 for the Congress and 10 for the NCP.
After several days of hard negotiations, the Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi on Tuesday announced a seat-sharing arrangement for the Lok Sabha election. The Shiv Sena UBT will contest 21 seats, whereas the Congress will fight from 17 seats and Nationalist Congress Party 10 seats. The Shiv Sena UBT, which has unilaterally declared wrestler Chandrahar Patil as its candidate for Sangli, gets to keep it. The Congress has given its claim on Sangli.
इच्छाही सगळ्यांची असते, महत्त्वाकांक्षाही असते, त्याच्याबद्दल काही तो गुन्हा नाही, अपराध नाही, की जिंकण्याचे एक मोठं उद्दिष्ट डोळ्यासमोर ठेवल्यानंतर एका क्षणानंतर या सगळ्या महत्त्वाकांक्षांना आणि इच्छेला आवर घालून आपण कशासाठी आणि कोणासाठी लढतोय ते डोळ्यासमोर ठेवून लढावं लागतं आणि जिंकावं लागतं.
The Sena UBT has given up its claim on Bhiwandi, which is now allotted to Sharad Pawar's NCP. The Congress will contest from the Mumbai North seat, a traditional Shiv Sena seat. The Aghadi partners claimed their alliance is critical if they had to beat Narendra Modi-led NDA.
काँग्रेस हा राष्ट्रीय पक्ष आहे. या तानाशा सरकारने केंद्रातल्या काय ट्रीटमेंट दिलं हे आमचे सगळे काँग्रेसचे कार्यकर्ते आणि देशाची जनता या सगळ्या ट्रीटमेंटला समजून आहे. म्हणजे काँग्रेसने जो जाहीरनामा सामाजिक न्यायाचा दिला त्याला मुस्लिम लीगशी जोडतात आहे. कारण की राष्ट्रवादी आणि शिवसेना हे जे ओरिजिनल पक्ष आहेत त्यांचे दोन्ही नेते आमच्याजवळ बसलेले आहेत.
प्रधानमंत्री एक इंस्टीट्यूशन है, इंस्टीट्यूशन की इज्जत हम रहते हैं. मगर मैं 1961 से आज तक देख रहा हूँ कई प्रधानमंत्री रहे दिखे जिनसे नजदीक थे. इस इंस्टीट्यूशन की इतनी इज्जत नरेंद्र मोदी ने जो की इससे पहले किसी ने नहीं की.
Maharashtra with 48 seats is crucial for both NDA and India bloc. With the splits in Shiv Sena and NCP, the state has become unpredictable. Bureau Report, India Today.
All right, so the Maha Vikas Aghadi finally finalizing its seat-sharing arrangement. What does it mean for Maharashtra going into the Lok Sabha elections? Let's cut across to our consulting editor, Rajdeep Sardesai. We have Sahil Joshi, our Mumbai bureau chief, and senior journalist, Dhaval Kulkarni. Rajdeep, finally, it does seem it's 21 for Uddhav Thackeray, 17 for the Congress, and 10 for the NCP. What do you make of it?
Well, I think the big gainer clearly is the Shiv Sena Uddhav Bahasaheb Thackeray group. They've emerged as the stronger of these allies of the MVA, and that is reflected in the seat sharing. Their insistence on getting the Sangli seat, their insistence on getting certain specific seats in Mumbai. It appears that the other partners have almost acceded to those requests, suggesting that Uddhav Thackeray, earlier chief minister under an MVA government, is now the face of this MVA alliance. While Sharad Pawar is there as the veteran leader, it is the Congress in a way which has taken a bit of a back seat. I know they've got 17 seats, but a number of them are very tough seats for the Congress, and therefore you would expect that the Shiv Sena is expected to pull this alliance forward. You know, it's interesting you're discussing the MVA at the moment. What I would like to know from Sahil and Dhaval is what happens to the Maha Yuti, the BJP-led alliance. All the focus has been on the disruption in the MVA, how they've not been able to get their act together. But has the Maha Yuti also been able to get its act together? The truth of the matter, Preeti, is that Maharashtra at the moment is a mirror cracked, where seat by seat there is a battle between all these allies who are jostling for space, not just for the Lok Sabha elections, but also for the Vidhan Sabha elections that will follow just a few months later. That's the real battle. This is only round one, Lok Sabha. Yes, it means more to the BJP because the BJP has more at stake here. But for many of these smaller parties, the real battle, the regional parties, is going to come in September, October. So what you're seeing, Preeti, is a jostling for space, and that reflects in the manner in which this alliance has been struck.
Sahil, would you want to take that question which Rajdeep posed? Because here, at least, what seems to be advantage Uddhav Sena, where vis-a-vis the Congress Sangli seat, Uddhav Sena keeps. But now, do you also feel the sniping of what we saw, the Sanjay Nirupam, getting angry, leaving the Congress, all of that now settling in, where at least the Maha Vikas Aghadi is concerned, and then maybe one can look at what's going on with the Mahayuti?
We have to do this comparison because now we have two Senas to compare. What Rajdeep actually said is absolutely right. I mean, Shiv Sena Uddhav as the most dominant partner within Maha Vikas Aghadi, whereas what we are seeing in Mahayuti is that Eknath Shinde is finding it very tough to retain at least those number of seats where the member of parliaments elected on Shiv Sena ticket have come with Eknath Shinde, leaving Uddhav Thackeray at a crucial time. He has not been able to keep even those seats at this point of time, what we are seeing. Not only that, on the other side, that the BJP is, of course, the dominant partner within Mahayuti, and it's not only because of the number of seats BJP is getting, but also deciding who is going to be the candidate for other parties as well. We saw that Eknath Shinde, after announcing two candidates, he had to withdraw one of the candidates who was the sitting MP from Lok Sabha constituency. That perception-wise, within the Shiv Senics has not gone well. Whereas Uddhav Thackeray is claiming that, look, regional Shiv Sena, whatever the Prime Minister says, because the Prime Minister's first rally, he called Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena as a Nakli Shiv Sena. And today, in the press conference, Uddhav Thackeray made it very clear that, look at us, we are the real Shiv Sena, and that's why we are dominant in Maha Vikas Aghadi the way it was in 2019. So, that stark difference, what we can see at this point of time. Most importantly, what the logic behind Uddhav Thackeray getting more number of seats is also because he is able to, he managed to convince the alliance partners that the vote transfer from the Congress party to the Shiv Sena candidate is happening in a 100% kind of 100% vote transfer, which is completely anti-BJP vote in Maharashtra. So the Shiv Sena UBT candidate becomes stronger when it comes to taking on the NDA candidate in Maharashtra, and that's why Shiv Sena UBT could manage to pack more number of seats. But having said that, let me just add one line, is that even if the seat share has been finalized, there will be issues within Maha Vikas Aghadi, especially at the local level. Like in Surely, the constituents accepted this particular sharing. Still at the loggerheads.
So we're having a bit of a problem with your network. We're going to come right back. We're having a bit of problem with your network. We're going to rectify it. But Dhaval Kulkarni, with the point that Rajdeep raised in the beginning as well, do you see this as a makeshift arrangement, and do you see the cards once again being up in the air right before the state elections in Maharashtra, where this alliance is concerned?
Yes, Preeti. I mean, kindly give me a few moments to elaborate. See, there are rumblings within both fronts. As Rajdeep rightly pointed out, all is not well within the Maha Vikas Aghadi and also in the Mahayuti, the ruling coalition. And these rumblings, in a sense, were expected. This is because these two coalitions are coalitions of extremes. Now, why do I say that? Because a decade ago, who would have thought that Uddhav Thackeray would break bread with Congress and Sharad Pawar? It was almost impossible at that point of time, at that particular point of time. Who would have thought that the Shiv Sena would undergo vertical split in its parliamentary wing without a blowback on the streets of Mumbai, which it once ruled? So these are post-poll alliances. They are expedient alliances. So they have no basis for seat sharing. The Congress and NCP have been in a pre-poll alliance. The Shiv Sena and the BJP have been in a pre-poll alliance. But at the same time, you have never had a situation in Maharashtra. It's an unprecedented situation where the Shiv Sena led by Uddhav Thackeray, the Congress and Sharad Pawar's NCP are in a pre-poll alliance. On the other hand, one faction of the Shiv Sena led by Eknath Shinde, the BJP, and the other faction of the NCP led by Ajit Pawar are in a pre-poll alliance. So naturally, these rumblings were expected. Now, the loser, according to me, in this whole seat-sharing drama from the Maha Vikas Aghadi side is the Congress. Because remember, the Congress was born in Maharashtra in December 1885. It was born in Mumbai. But look at what is happening to the Congress in Mumbai. The Congress has been literally forced at the negotiating table to abandon its seats in Mumbai.
Okay.
So, for example, in the Mumbai metropolitan region, which accounts for around 12 of the 48 Lok Sabha seats in Maharashtra and around 69 or 70 of the 288 assembly seats in Maharashtra, the Congress is fighting just two. That is Mumbai Northwest, where they yet to announce a candidate, and Mumbai North. And Mumbai North, mind you, is a BJP stronghold. So the Congress is the loser. This is because the Congress does not have leaders of a certain stature who bring a certain heft to the negotiating table. That is number one. Number two, when it comes to the Mahayuti, who is the obvious loser? The obvious loser is Chief Minister Eknath Shinde. Because there's a perception, and just rightly so, because I've spoken to people from his party, I have spoken to people in the reliable authority who say that, look, the BJP is acting like a big brother. They're quoting some surveys to say that, look, Hemant Patil, though Mr. Shinde announced that he would be the candidate from Hingoli, Hemant Patil cannot fight the elections. So he was dropped. His wife was nominated
So
from Yavatmal.
the biggest loser, Eknath Shinde, we're going to keep a keen eye on that. Rajdeep, I want to pull you in just for a quick comment there. You know, Congress weak, especially where the bench strength which lies on the negotiating table is weak. But the bench strength in Maharashtra is quite strong where the Congress comes into question. And keeping in mind this election, Rajdeep, if you go back, to our own numbers where mood of the nation is concerned, Maharashtra is the big one for the opposition.
Absolutely, Preeti. Look, if anything has to turn in an election that most people believe is almost a dead certainty for the BJP-led NDA, it has to be Maharashtra. That's the one large prize, the largest after Uttar Pradesh, 48 seats on offer. NDA won 42 seats there. So they have much to lose in a state like Maharashtra, and the opposition has much to gain. And no other state, Preeti, in the last 5 years has seen the kind of turbulence that Maharashtra has. 3 chief ministers, 2 regional parties breaking up in the way they have. So much has changed. So we don't even have a past reference point of 5 years ago when we look at what could happen in these elections in Maharashtra, which is why, frankly, for the MVA, Maharashtra is one of their make or break states. If they cannot make a breakthrough in Maharashtra, then you will see even the MVA's own future being put under serious question. And certainly Narendra Modi will almost certainly be walking towards a hat-trick of election victories.
All right, okay, Rajdeep, well, where I'm standing, which is Uttar Pradesh, it does seem he's walking towards a hat-trick, but of course the story of UP very different than the story of Maharashtra. We're going to leave it at that, gentlemen. Thank you, all three of you, for joining us. The debate will continue, not very far off, before India casts its first vote. 19th April, less than 9 days. Thank you for watching.